Swirly Nation, and welcome back to the friendly confines of Printscape Arena for this morning's matchup between the Capitals Hockey Academy and your South Pittsburgh Rebellion. Good morning, Swirly Nation, and thanks for joining us on this beautiful, sunny,
it's a great day here.
Temperature rising day.
Beautiful day just north of Little Washington.
And that voice you hear is color commentator Matt Nelson, back in the cine oven. I mean, you went cine oven last night, thawed out a bit, and you're right back in.
Right back in. What started off as a hobby has now become a habit. And here we are, color commentating yet again on a wonderful game. I'm not sure if you saw before this when they came out, Jeremy. The boys came out of the far locker room for the first time this season, I believe. I'm wondering what coaches changed up last night.
Hopefully not too much from last night, because last night that team was good.
They played really well last night.
They were buzzing.
Yeah, they were moving around out there for sure.
They were buzzing. I'm pretty sure it's just us watching ourselves right now.
Well, I'd like to say hello to all the viewers out there. Looks like it's, 20, 30,000 at this point?
At this point, yes.
As always, remember, you can purchase your Cine swag, I believe, in the bottom of the YouTube channel. And special thanks to our camera operator, Scott Heinen. As always, Jeffrey Haddock providing music in the booth, and Gino Ochap looks like he's running score sheet. I'm not sure who we have on clock.
But we know who's on music.
I think the music game has been stepped up these last few weeks.
I agree. The starting lineups today for your Rebellion. In net, the old 2-9er, the young 2-9er, the diminutive one, the squish tender. And I got a tattoo story about that one, I'll tell you, during the broadcast. It's phenomenal.
Do you have a squish tender tattoo?
Oh, buddy. On defense, looks like we have Snyder and Schanefelt. And up front, it'll be Ike. Heinen, I can't see who's on the other side. Is that Ferris? I believe so.
It looks like Ferris on the left wing.
And we are underway here as the Rebellion get the face-off and work it deep initially. A shot off the back of the cage there by Ferris. I think he was trying to center that one. As it works down low, it's rimmed to the near side walls. It'll be gathered back in. Heinen deep for Ike. Ike pulls it out in front. He was looking for Ferris, just picked off at the last moment, and back come the Capitals.
Ooh, big hit against the boards.
Snyder will keep that puck to the outside. Heinen will come in support as they work it into the high slot. A backside feed, and the squish tender kicks away his first one. Good puck movement by the Capitals there. The Rebellion able to clear. It goes off the stick of the defender at the point, and it will not be icing. Ike up on the forecheck as we get 4 out of 5 changed fresh bodies on the ice for the Rebellion. Your Rebellion, they're in their white uniforms today. The white jerseys with the Rebellion across the chest. The red pants, the white socks with the black and red stripes, and the iconic red buckets of the South Pittsburgh Rebellion.
Yeah, I like these white jerseys, but I'm partial to the black jerseys, if I'm being honest.
I think if the Rebellion word was larger on the front, like the font needs to be bigger.
Yeah, it's hard to make out from up here in the stands.
Yep, I love the classic look like the old Pittsburgh jersey, but a centering feed in front. Squish gets one, and the second one blocked. As the Rebellion able to clear. Dumped in by the Caps. Picked up by the Rebellion defense and sent to center, a bouncing puck. They're going to call icing.
That's our first whistle of this morning, and it's a packed house here.
Yeah, it is a lively crowd.
It's
My favorite, the chairbacks, Matt. When you are prepared when you come, and that one's from like 1974.
Oh, that guy bought it and said, I've solved the chairback problem. I don't need to do this again.
The chairbacks, you are a prepared hockey parent or grandparent or cousin or nephew. A shot goes off the post there in front. The Caps getting the puck in that house area. 3 good chances early for the Caps. But anyway, those chairbacks, that's how you know you're prepared. And I have seen, believe it, heated.
Ooh. Boy, that's really stepping your game up. I like the chairbacks with the backpack straps.
Oh,
Makes
yes.
it
Mr.
convenient.
Jared Reel has one after the hip surgery as he's recovered. 2-on-1 here. Hibben in front. A wrister by Rivlicki goes just wide. He looks like a Sherpa with the cane, with the walking stick and the chair back. We're happy to report, I believe he's headed back to work next week. So shout out to Mr. Reel there. As the Rebellion rim it around.
I think that's the first time Mr. Reel's been described as a Sherpa by anyone. He's a large man, larger than most Sherpas, I imagine.
Worked down low by the Capitals. They tried to get it right back into the house again. You can see where they're trying to get that puck. They're trying to get it in that danger area. What they call the house, right in front of the net. Little counterattack here by the Rebellion. Snyder will gain center red, rim it around. Weiss along the wall. He's engaged in a battle, takes a bump, but advances the puck deeper for Heinen. Ferris following on. He'll get it along the half wall. That ramps up off of a Capitals stick. The Capitals are in red. They look like the Washington Capitals. This is the Washington Capitals Hockey Academy, apparently. As they drive down the near side with a shot that sails wide of the squish tender. A drive from the point and Squish there to gobble that one up.
Nice little performance by the squish tender so far this morning.
I think the shots are probably 4 or 5 zip right now. I don't think we've tested the tendy at the other end.
I think we had that one. We just shot a little high and wide, but I think that's the only time we've had a chance.
Puck batted about. It'll be Shanafelt behind his own net, rimmed around, looking for Ochap. Ochap, great job there to get body position and use the shoulder. There's a trip and 2 arms raised high. And we'll get our first power play. It'll go the way of the Rebellion. What number are we headed off here? The old 87. I can't believe that's a popular number in the nation's capital. But that kid rocking it.
He's rocking it from the penalty box right now.
As the Rebellion start the man advantage here. Oh, a pass tipped right off the stick of the captain.
Good job by Shanny to stay back and pick that puck up.
As the Rebellion under pressure. Knocking it away. Here comes Matthew Harmonen. His first shot deflected. It was actually a pass deflected right back to him. It'll be gathered in down low and sent to the far side corner by Ochap. Rimmed around. It'll be Shanafelt to it. He'll find Ochap down the half wall as they try to get to the middle of the ice. Now it's Rebellion's turn for a shot from in that high slot area that's blocked and then blockered. Battle along the half wall, kept in at the point. I believe that's Coyle. Coyle always with the head up, crafty. His eyes made that defender back up as a center pass right in front, and somehow Ochap put that over the cage.
I want to check the lie angle on that stick.
I'd love a flop shot like that sometime in the old golf game. I don't have that in my repertoire as Coyle dumps it deep. But let's be clear, I don't have many shots in my repertoire.
How many 27 handicappers do?
As a centering feed in front, and it's fired wide. Another one!
There we go! There we are! Nice little play, nice finish by Ferris. And we're on the board, Jeremy.
On the power play. Right in front is Ferris. with a little dipsy doodle dunkaroo, and the Rebellion take a 1-0 lead.
That was a pretty good power play. We kept the puck in the zone the whole time, some possession, won a few battles, and ultimately came away with a goal.
Yeah, that early play that knocked it out. After that, it was just Rebellion, and working from behind that net. We saw it a little bit yesterday. Working from behind that net, able to get that puck out into that danger area and beat this Tendy with a dandy of a shot. And right back come the Caps and a blocker. It was a blocked or a blocker save. I couldn't tell.
I think it was a block.
A shot from Heinen just misses as the Rebellion ramp things up here. Working down out of the corners, Heinen takes a bump, ties things up in the corner. The counter-attack will come on the near side boards by the Capitals. Gathered in by Snyder, banked off the wall all the way to the Rebellion, or to the Capitals line, where they'll gather the puck.
It's a miss on that one touch there. It's going to give us a little break if we can get this puck in the zone.
I believe I was able to capture that on replay, so we'll try to go to that a little bit later, maybe an intermission replay. But we might have some other dandy goals before then. Shot comes in, it's deflected high and out of play by the netminder.
I thought he was going to deflect that into his own net with that stick.
So goalies are going to try to do that, get that high up, almost out of play, just like a cover there for a goaltender. That's a great save. By the way, Matt, I would like to compliment myself for being on point with the clock thus far. I know we're only about halfway through the first period, but, I mean, I got to say, I'm doing a pretty good job. Winding in is Rublicki. Driving to the house, in front, White's a backhander, Thomas!
Oh, it just sat there.
Just couldn't get it through. Swatted about, good back pressure by Rublicki to keep the puck in. They are just hounding the biscuit on the forecheck here.
Boy, it has been all Rebellion these last 4 or 5 minutes.
Ever since that penalty.
It's those little moments in games, Jeremy. You look back and you say, where did it all change? Well, that may have been the moment today.
That's how I convinced my wife it's the little things that matter. Those little moments.
Brief moments as well.
That's best. So we'll find Coyle at center. Banked off the boards, but on charge of 3-on-2. And look at the back pressure. That right there is how you win hockey games. A 3-on-2 turned into a turnover by the back pressure of Rublicki. Puck swatted out of the air by the Capitals. They'll play it into the Rebellion zone. Coyle back for it. He'll sauce it all the way up. It might be on net. It's not on net. It'll be icing. A little vanilla ice baby by the Rebellion.
I don't want to jinx us, but so far a pretty clean game by the Rebellion, something we didn't see yesterday morning. I think we had maybe 9 penalties.
Maybe. Harbin will rim it around. Puck bounces over that blue line and gets out to center. An offside play by the Caps. We'll bring the puck back out to the neutral zone for us. Let's talk about that tattoo story. So we're in, forget what town we're in. We stop at a smoothie place. I got a bunch of the kids, a bunch of the parents, and right next to the smoothie place is a tattoo parlor. So I go to gather the boys in the smoothie joint, bring them back out to the parental cars waiting to traverse them to the arena, and I do a little fake, take the boys into a tattoo parlor instead, just to try to freak some of the parents out. Well, one of these young men has a budding career in creativity because he looks at Squish. I forget which one it was. Looks at Squish, goes, Squish, you should get a tattoo of a chicken tender. And under it, right, Squish tender. One of my favorite moments of the year thus far.
If any of our viewers are feeling creative, why don't you draw that logo up? We'll maybe...
Oh, AI has done that.
Well, maybe we can show that nifty little move there by
I'll
97.
see if I can maybe upload it for the one we did. It's pretty cool. The tattoo. I'll see if I can upload it for the next game, and we'll put that up on the screen.
I assume, though, for the sake of our audience, that your 13-year-old son does not have a tattoo?
Not yet.
You wait till 15 for that?
Yeah.
And that's just good parenting.
And 12-year-old son. they battle down deep. And a wrist shot by the Capitals. Tracks high and wide to the blocker side of the squish tender. The Caps getting to work down low. A feed in front. Big save. 1-2.
It's not in.
It was under him. It is under him.
It didn't cross
What a
that
save.
line.
Holy cow. What a stop by the young 2-9er. The squish tender.
Boy, the squish tender came to play this morning.
Rebellion unable to control the face-off. But they are able to clear.
We'll see if we can't get a check with the booth on the number of shots here in a few minutes for you all.
Dumped to the far corner. It'll be best. Battling along the boards. Away with it come the Caps. Centering one. That's blocked by the Rebellion defense. Coyle able to block it and clear it. Charging on is Ochap as it went off of his stick. There's no icing here.
Did he try to center that, or was that just a block shot?
To the point, I'm not sure. Coyle with a drive. That deflects off of a defender. And on charge the Caps. Dumped back in by the Rebellion. Gloved down the Rebellion in a line change here. As the Caps gain the zone, it'll be an offside play at the line. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass. Either way, gobbled up by Coyle.
What do we have, 5:48 left in the period?
The Rebellion control the face-off this time. A breakout pass as we'll have another offside.
Jeremy, how do you feel about the offsides rules at the younger ages?
I have less issue with the offsides rule than the no icing on PKs. Here comes Heinen. He's got a filthy shot. He goes to the backhand and
What a save.
10-bell stop. This goaltender coming to play as well as the puck will bounce past Coyle, who's going to get an interference here. Everything was good until the collision, I believe.
A little delayed penalty by the ref there. I think he thought about it for a few seconds. This ref, no stranger to the Rebellion. We've had him a few times this weekend.
So the Rebellion had a power play. They capitalized. Now it's the Capitals' turn. Let's see if the Rebellion can keep them off the scoreboard here. 90 seconds in the sin bin to think about it for Coyle. Puck picked up by Snyder. He'll go up off the glass. It'll come off the defenseman. Can they clear it? They do. Heinen battling. Able to come away with it. Not only come away with it, he's going to have a short-handed chance that rolls in on net. His centering pass picked off by the Caps, but immediate pressure from Harmon will disrupt a clean break in, and as the Caps try to set things up, the puck swatted about and lofted all the way down. Icing if it gets there. They call it off.
Not sure why they called that off. That was a
am
nice
not
job
either.
on defense with Snyder with that long stick, keeping him against the boards.
Snyder back on the pressure again as they try to, we can see them trying to set it up from that point. Drive from the point. Loved by Squish, and he just stares down the camera.
Oh, I hope you on the viewing audience can see what Squish Tender just did. He gave a death stare. That was amazing.
It's like, what you talking about, Willis? As they battle down low. Off the faceoff. Here's Ferris pulling it out, lofting it up, and that is a perfect pitching wedge out of the zone.
30 seconds left on the PK.
I do not attend many practices, but as good as they are at lifting that puck up, it makes you question whether or not they actually practice it. As the puck will get into that high slot. Best, great defensive play to get it and clear it. Caps trying to break things out. Pinned in their own end with the man advantage. Best protects the puck, fires it around again. As time ticks away, the power play ends.
Ochep on that forecheck adds a lot of value.
It's the speed and angles. It's great with the angles. Right there's an example of it. Force that play like oddly off the wall, not giving the defender a good clean passing lane. And now it's all gummed up. The Caps will have to dump it in. Best will gather. Caps changing. Free outlet for the Rebellion, and it'll be Ochap showing off that speed as he uses those linear crossovers too. We talked a bit about that yesterday. For all you City TV fans who tune into every single game, the millions upon millions. As an offside play there. Yeah, I do wish, I guess. I don't love the offside thing either. Let them play the touch-up.
I think I'm with you, though. The icing on the PK is the problem.
I do understand the reasoning for it.
I understand it at the younger levels.
Yes.
I'm not sure I understand it
exactly.
as we get towards
and that's it. Like, I
pandemic.
think at the squirt level, you know, some of those rules are good. Creates the playmaking. But, you know, if you're going to let them bang into each other, you should probably let them ice it on a PK. Ike with the forecheck. Just hounding the biscuit. Looking down low for Hibben. It'll be controlled by the Caps and cleared to the line. Shanafelt. Great play to move away from the pressure as he retreats all the way to the corner. Will rim it around for Snyder.
Nice little footwork by Snyder.
Wonder if they considered the name D at all for Snyder. As Squish with another glove save. As the Rebellion hold on to a 1-0 lead here. 2:11 to play in the first frame. See some of you waking up and tuning into your Cine TV. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. If you're listening live, hit it. If you're listening on a replay, hit it. If you're Gina Hibben listening later on today while she cleans the house like she apparently did yesterday, hit that subscribe button for us. Once you do, there's a special little treat as you're watching games live.
Is that right?
Tweet the booth through the chat function. Anybody who jumps on is a subscriber. You wait 5 minutes, you can live chat us right here. You can ask us questions.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that was an option.
If you need legal or financial advice, I suggest an appointment, but...
Yeah, I would suggest you hit us in the first game as opposed to the second with any advice.
And we're going to have a penalty, a cross check on the Rebellion here.
Is that Matthew Harmon coming to the box?
Looks to be. So they'll be tasked with their second PK. This one could gobble up a large portion of the remaining period here. With 1:49 to play, we'll put 1:30 on that penalty clock. 90-second penalties with the 15-minute periods. A rule I do. That's a slash. You can't knock the stick out of some kid's hand. Missed call there. As it's rimmed to the point, kept in, poked by Ochap out of the zone.
Again.
He was thinking shorty. And it was about 4 inches off of being free and clear. Good read by Coyle. As he'll fire it deep, gaining the red line, dumping it in. Set up by the Tendy under pressure from Ochap. It's Ferris and Ochap, Best and Coyle. As a puck comes through the top of the zone. A faked one-timer, and the pass blocked by Ochap. Battle in the corner, it'll squirt free for a clear by Coyle. This one might be on net, it is, no icing. Ochap back on that forecheck. Just relentless. And that forecheck forces the turnover, and they dump it right back in. This is like textbook PK thus far. Still some time left on the man advantage for the Caps. As Ochap gets it at center, plays it back to the defense. Ramped up off of his stick. Ochap back on the forecheck. We're going to start calling it the 36 check. as it's sent cross ice. Ferris winds and cranks one into net. We've talked about that sneaky hard shot of Ferris multiple times yesterday. We see it again. As the Caps under siege right now, they're hoping for the end of this period, and they're going to get it right about now.
Pretty good first period by your Rebellion. We were talking earlier, we mentioned Coyle. Coyle's done a good job this season creating space with that body in his hands. That adds a lot of value there, creates a lot of opportunities for the Rebellion.
Deception. That's what I think of when I think of him. It's always like everybody thinks he's doing one thing and he does something else.
Just moves away from it.
Yeah, love it. And we do have a replay. I'm not sure what it might be. The squished save and stare down. Let's take a look at it. It is. Here we see the shot from the point. Whoop! The save and the stare.
Oh, look at that stare. He said, I'm not sure what you guys are doing, but I'm playing hockey.
So 1-0 through one. A good period of hockey. This is the kind of game you want.
Yes. Look at it. We're going to check in with Gino down there, see what the shot totals are.
We'll get ready for the second period face-off. A 1-0 lead for your South Pittsburgh Rebellion.
Just got word from the booth. So far, the shots are 8-7 in favor of the Rebellion.
8-7. I think it's been a tale of like two halves of that period. Early, it was Caps. Late, it was Rebellion. Let's hope late carries through the rest of this game. As Nelson will wind and fire a heavy blast. And that caught the goalie in a tricky spot where they can't corral that puck. So a big rebound comes out, and the Rebellion jump right back on it. Forecheck forces the turnover. Here's Snyder.
Moves across ice.
Feed to middle school teammate Nelson. But different numbers.
Different numbers. Yeah, Nelson got stuck with number 3 for Morgantown hockey. Always wanted number 11, and when he came up here, he was able to grab it.
Squash also wears 2 different numbers for middle school and Rebellion hockey. Traditionally, the number 1, possessed by Mr. Shanafelt. So he moved to the Fleury tribute, Squish's favorite goaltender, playing with the old 2-9 here.
Looked like we had a chance for something to develop there, and it just didn't work out.
The Rebellion will regroup from their own end. A good reversal there by Best. Great read by Snyder. Snyder will wedge it all the way up the wall. Here's Hibben. Hibben to the middle. On charging is Heinen. He's got Weiss driving the cage. He tries to center. Good block by the defense. This number 9's a good little skater.
They've got a couple good skaters on this team.
As the squish tender will gobble one up and get a whistle. Face-off will be to the right of the squish tender. Face-off controlled by the Caps. Point play to the half wall. Under pressure from a pair of Rebellion. They dig the puck out behind the cage, looking to center. It'll come free to the point, and the puck just evades the stick of the defenseman.
Well, Weiss is on that puck hard right now.
When you see that forecheck, back check of the Rebellion, that's when they're at their best. And here you're watching the forecheck go to work. A centering pass will come free. Shanafelt with the drive, his shot blocked. And it's cleared and iced by the Caps.
A little slower start to the second period in terms of whistle and pace of play. But I think overall we're still on it. How do you feel about this so far, Jeremy?
I like the game so far by both teams. Like I've said, I think we've seen chances at both ends. We had that great goal by Ferris. The difference right now on the power play, it's the only power play the Rebellion have had. They've also had 2 penalty kills in that first period. So Good special teams work as the squish tender will have one off the blocker side there to the corner.
That was nice work by the squish tender. That was coming off a little bit of a screen.
We saw that in yesterday's game, a screen get through. That deflection goes high and over the cage. All the way to the point to be battled for. Rimmed around behind. Out of the corner, looking to break out, but the defender got caught in between, and here's Hibbett. And his pass, he's just over the line, and it comes across like that NFL play. Was it forward, backwards?
Oh, yeah, that may have been a lateral.
Yes. But it forced the offside play. Speaking of football, little Steelers-Browns today.
Big game today. What about last night? Did you watch that Penn State-Oregon game?
I did, and so did my MGM app. So, on the right side of that one.
Big West Virginia Bowl game coming up on the 17th.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What bowl are they in?
I don't know. Whatever bowl is played on the 17th at 7 p.m.
Who are they facing?
I don't know that either. Whoever else shows up, I suppose.
Who's going to coach them?
Well, that's a lot of questions, no answers. We're going to reach out and see if we can't find some of those for the viewing audience. Oh, here comes Ike.
As the Rebellion almost have a defensive zone faceoff result in an offensive zone opportunity. It will result in the puck getting the whole way down here. As Ike battles for it. He comes away with it on the half wall, but the counterattack will come by the Caps. Stood up on the play by Snyder. And that play can happen because of this. There's Jules Ferris right there on the back pressure. Allow Snyder to step up, disrupt the play, and the Rebellion have possession, and it's all the way out through center. That play can't happen by Snyder if he doesn't trust the forwards coming back. What a great job. As the puck rolls around, it's kept in. Good stick by Wigan with a block as well.
Two nice plays by Wigan.
Out of the corner, though, as the Caps try to put the pressure on. Near side with a shot, kicked away. Rebound, sits there, though. So we saw that pressure ramp up here by the Caps, and they get a couple chances into the middle, a couple blocks. One shot gets through, it's kicked away, but right there on the side of the cage was the Capitals.
It just had that feel that last 20 seconds, right? They held the puck in the zone, got a couple chances we couldn't clear. You just felt something was going to break for them.
And we've got ourselves an all-square game here. This has been an excellent hockey game. Chances on both sides, plays on both sides, nothing stupid. I've liked it. This has been fun to watch. I think a little bit of confusion there. Their coach yelled something, and I thought somebody said ice. And I think maybe the teams did too. Little pause as Nelson swats it out in midair.
Little pass.
Behind the back
two
pass,
passes.
a pair of them. Some creativity on display there. As Best will win a battle at center now. Puck tossed all the way down. Bounces over his stick. This one will be icing.
We're getting an offensive zone face-off here for the Rebellion.
Don't forget to subscribe, and you can message us here. Go to that live chat. Matt Nelson ready for his first chat. Come on, folks. Let us know you're out there.
The messages are just really flowing in right now. It's hard to keep up with all of them, but we'll try. We'll try to get you on the air and get your questions answered.
As Snyder battles, free pops the Capitals, and it'll go around squash. A great play, a 2-on-1. And just, they got body position and were able to pull it around. The goaltender coming out to cut the angle there.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't think the player would have been able to cut back. It's a good read. You wouldn't think the player would be able to pull it back without getting plastered on that play. But able to do so. And two quick ones.
This is where the Rebellion have gotten a little chippy in past games. We're going to make sure we keep this clean.
Puck in behind the Rebellion net as the Caps turn up the pressure. 2 goals in quick succession. A drive from the points blocked. Rebound swatted about and cleared. Played up off the boards and back come the Rebellion. In for Ochap driving the zone. Rimmed behind Weiss.
We got him in.
And
I'm not sure what that whistle was.
A
Did you see anything? They call a hook?
Yep. On the grade 8, or I'm sorry, it might be 87 again.
That's 87's second trip to the penalty box.
Round number 2 for the only Crosby fan in DC.
He spends much more time in that penalty box and might as well set up a Christmas tree for him.
Gift wrapping also available in the penalty box. Speaking of gifts, I almost forgot the Secret Santa present today. Had to turn the car around. Look, I was only about 5 minutes into the drive.
For those of you that aren't aware, Jeremy's now an electric vehicle owner.
Yes.
Kind of gone full-blown hippie here in the north side of Pittsburgh.
They're fun to drive.
There's no doubt about that.
Why I got it.
I poured a little extra oil in the stream today to offset the carbon footprint.
Perfect. I don't think I saved any of the carbon footprint with what it takes to make those batteries. The whole point was I hate being late. I try to be 5 minutes early for every appointment, and then when I have to stop at the gas station, I end up like 5 minutes late.
That's
and it drives me batty.
It drives me batty as well when they say 5 minutes early is 10 minutes late.
Yep.
That's a sneaky little shot by Ferris there.
Another one. I have a feeling he's going to be in for a big day today, the way he's zipping around and firing that puck. Puck will bounce off Best. Rolling in. Squish tender will be out. Why does the ref keep yelling no?
I think he wants him to play it, but I'm not sure why.
There's no way he should play that puck. Under no circumstances
he had 74,
should he play that puck.
No, 74 was flying straight towards him. He had to glove that. Again, often these referees have different motivations. Sometimes those motivations are getting breakfast.
A drive from the point.
Oh.
Deflects and beats Squish.
Well, an unfortunate break for the Rebellion there, but we can get it back.
I'd be curious on the replay. It's definitely below the crossbar. I was hopeful maybe we...
A little high stick.
Yeah. It was not. So a shorthanded goal for the Caps, and now the Rebellion need a pair. They've got it in them.
Well, 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey, Jeremy, so I feel pretty good about this right now.
Here's why as a backhander just blocked. Capitals will counterattack. Shot gobbled up by Squish. And he'll get a whistle. Faceoff will be to the right of the Rebellion net. Be the Rebellion gathering it. Penalty expiring here. Power play over as they gain the zone. Ochap forced to the outside. They'll go right with it as he's driven into the boards.
Good
Harmon
job.
behind the net. In front, Ochap! Fritz one, it's blocked. And it looks like 2 guys headed off now. This is that composure you were talking about. time it'll be 2. It'll be just Harmon and number 4, the assistant captain, Diamond. I knew a Diamond once. She's a lovely girl. Aiden Heinens leans over the face-off dot. Face-off will be on the half wall, tossed behind, just past the reach of Ike.
Nice work by Best to keep that in.
As the Caps will try to counterattack here. Retreating to their own end. Reagan off the boards, Ike. Ike into the zone as he takes a bump. Ferris on the forecheck, forces the turnover.
Nice shot by Heinen.
Snot rocket!
Boy, if you give that kid time to load up a shot, he's going to put it in 9 times out of 10. Just a monster shot, beats the goalie on the far side.
Wow.
We've got ourselves a hockey game.
We'll take a look at that one on replay here. As a great play on the forecheck results in that twisted wrister. And we are back to a 1-goal game.
Here comes Heinen again.
Heinen again with the drive. That one looking 5-hole that time. As they'll spin one back in front. Ferris kicks it away. Heinen's backhand just goes wide of the 4x6. Ike now behind the net. Off the side of the cage. Heinen will follow on. Coming off. Looking. Firing. Cage. Rebound in front. Battled for. It's free. Backhander just wide. Fast and furious action coming at you. As the Caps take the heat out of a hot kitchen, but the Rebellion are right back on at its best. Under pressure in his own end. Centering pass nicely broken up.
Here comes Heinen again.
Charging into the offensive zone. Changes his shooting angle with a little toe. He just didn't get the release part.
Well, he still has that puck.
He still has the biscuit. It's like on a yo-yo string for him. As the puck's whacked all the way into the Rebellion end, it'll be Best picking it up there. Nelson now Weigand. Able to scoot away from an on-charging forechecker. Rublicki into Ferris. Ferris, here it is. Oh, I thought he was going to unload that one. A move instead, and his tricky shot goes off the 10. That might have been a pass off pads opportunity there. Looking for Rublicki on the backside. Didn't have the passing lane, so he used the goalie. As his centering feed skips all the way through the blue paint. And a breakout leads to a breakaway. And they'll pull it around and tuck it in.
Just a nice stretch pass there. Again, still plenty of time. No reason to get panicky.
It is frustrating for the kids. That's, when you got pressure, and then one bounce. One little good play, and it's back the other way with a breakaway.
That forward was kind of cheating, hanging out high. It just worked out for him there.
Yeah, he almost didn't corral that, but when he was able to, it was a breakaway from blue line in. Able to pull it around the squish tender. There's Rublicki along the boards. For Hibben. Hibben down the wall. So after one goal in the first, it's been a scoring onslaught here in the second. And Snyder keeps it to the outside. He gets stick on puck to deflect it to the corner. Here comes Hibben. Near side wall. Tied up right in front of the scorer's box there. Diaz with speed for the Caps. Crisscrossing to the outside, carrying it all the way in behind. A centering feed goes off of one. Good stick by Hibben to force it wide. Challenging the point now as a shot comes in. That'll be
there's that alley-oop.
And lifted to center. Nelson will hound the biscuit. Caps just happy to clear at that point in time. Able to get it out the center. And Heinen will wrist it looking for his coach on the bench.
You know, we probably can't pick it up on replay, Jeremy, but occasionally our boys have a tendency to turn away from the puck on some of these board battles as opposed to turning towards it, giving themselves a chance to receive that pass to the loose puck. Maybe something we'll work on between games.
As the puck controlled by the Caps in their own end, a D-to-D play. Reversing the breakout angle. Able to get it through center, 3-on-2 developing. Crisscrossing and a kick save and a beauty. As a rolling puck.
Oh, you've got him. You see him.
Now can he hit the player across? There he is.
Got him.
Driving in is Harmon. Weaving with the wrist.
Oh, nice little play. A little extracurricular after the whistle. Let's see what the refs decide to do about this. Were those 3 whistles? Is that somebody in the stands, or is that the ref blowing the whistle 3 times? I guess you bought it, you might as well use it.
Face-off controlled by the Rebellion. Heinen puts it into the danger zone. Weiss trying to get it back in there. Here's Harmon, stopping, starting, firing, redirected, but kicked away.
Nice work by Harmon there.
Back pressure by Weiss. Play. And that's where I hate the roll.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes away an offensive opportunity for us.
Yeah.
Was that Coyle on the near side, D, making that nice play to stop a 2-on-1?
Yes. See Rablicki at the face-off dot. Able to win it to Snyder. He'll go off the boards for the on-charging Ike.
Oh.
Ike hammered late.
Definitely have
and
to call that.
dangerously.
Boy, Ike's a
Wrong
pretty tough
penalty
kid.
box.
You don't see him on the ice very often.
That's that danger zone 2-3 feet away from the boards.
Ike will be checked out by the EMS staff here at Princecape Arena. Skating over. Looks like he's okay. Ike spent the night in West Virginia last night, so he's got some of that southern strength flowing through his veins right now. He should be all right.
Is that what we call moonshine now? Southern strength?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the flavored stuff is a little weak. We just go, pure old school
No
moonshine.
white lightning for anybody.
That way you know you're having it.
So power play here. For South Pittsburgh, a turnover. Weaving across, wrist shot. Snagged and held by the masked man in white.
But this Capitals team has had their opportunities these last few minutes.
Puck controlled by the Caps, shot in and gloved by
Gobbled
Squish.
up again. Well done, Squish Tender.
Controlled again by the Caps. The Rebellion power play stuck in their own end here the last 2 times. A cross ice feed off of a stick gathered by Ferris. They'll dump it and get to the dump and chase. Diving in is Hibben. He was lined up and run. Ferris comes away with it. Backhander goes in front. Puck bouncing around. Swatted at and cleared.
Nice opportunity there. Fancy skate work over there by Shaney.
Oh, and that pass just read perfectly by the defense. Otherwise, Ferris would have been gone. Off of Ferris' stick this time and sent back. Really nothing going on that power play there. One little kind of scrum down in front with a scoring chance. Let's see if the Caps gain any momentum from that as a shot from the points blocked by Shanafelt. Fired off the glass, rimmed all the way out.
Boys are looking a little tired. Might be time to get a change.
Batted by Hibben, but it's back into the Rebellion end. A centering feed just skips over his stick in front. Shot into the middle, kicked away once, twice, and clear. Off of a stick, but he's under pressure. Ferris, oh, he thought about it.
Boy.
Heinen
may have gotten away with one right there. You think so?
Yeah, I think that was a Luganis play. He got bumped and kind of tossed himself into the boards.
Gotcha.
He got bumped after the whistle, but it was not a hit that would have resulted in that particular level of...
A little bit of overreaction there, huh?
Yeah. Trying to draw a little gamesmanship, we'll call it. Gamesmanship.
I think embellishment's the word they use.
Oh, a 2-on-1 developing here. They get it out in front.
Oh, I thought the squish tender may have had that. I was shielding. That was a tough play for him to make.
Yeah, that puck coming across for a goaltender, he's got to be going left to right. It's picked up, and if that player reads it, which he did, he can pull it back the other way. And you got a goalie moving one way, and you're going the other. It leaves a lot of that 4x6 to find.
And that was a nice play by 87 there to move that puck, kind of at the last minute too.
Yeah, it was basically a breakaway. It was a 2-on-1 that turned into a 1-on-0. Not the best second period here for the boys in white. Swatted down. They're going to say no high stick.
That was definitely a high stick.
That was definitely a high stick. Harmon on the back pressure. Forces an offside play. Yeah, you got to blow the whistle loudly. I didn't know he blew the whistle on the offsides. Maybe his whistle froze. And on charge, the Rebellion, its best. Weaving around, looking in front, looking in front, looking in front. They'll find a crisscrossing Harmon. Off the goaltender. It's loose in the side of the cage.
Athletic little play by Harmon there to gather that puck as he's falling down and make that pass.
And they're going to take guys off. Come on. And they're only taking one?
Well, that surprises me.
Oh, all right.
I thought we were going to get offsetting or coincidentals there.
Why is the face-off down here? They are fouling this up. Yeah, the coach is telling them, like, hey, we should have an offensive zone face-off, and he's right. The penalty on Heinen.
You know, recently the referee certification classes have gone online, and I wonder if maybe that's causing some confusion on the officiating. You just can't get the same level of instruction online you get in person. That's not me bashing the refs, mind you. That's just an observation on the efficacy of online learning.
As we see, they pulled the goalie here for 3 seconds. A big miss in officiating in general, in my opinion, is having, again, Cam officiated for a while. I wanted it to be his first job, right? You get to go out, you get to make a little bit of money, you get responsibility, learn how to deal with authority. Here's the problem. There was no oversight. There was nobody to watch a game and be like, hey, one game a year, at least, to have somebody at Mid-Am or USA Hockey watch a head official and give these young officials especially, I think it would also help with the older officials. Sometimes we see the attitude.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. A little bit of supervision, some constructive
when you don't
criticism.
Have a boss, what will you do?
Well,
so that could be, and that would be my one recommendation to USA Hockey is, hey, get someone to review these games with the officials. Once, twice a year, depending on how many games you do.
Sure.
Whether that's your local area, whether that's the Mid-Am region, USA Hockey, to just pull the video. Go through it, positioning, go through calls, go through how to handle a coach, how to handle players, how to handle situations that you see.
Yeah, at the very least, you can do that at the local level with your officiating coordinator.
Yep. But those guys are just, what the toughest part is, those officiating coordinators. The problem is they're spending their entire time just trying to find refs because there aren't enough. There just aren't enough referees. Part of it is the abuse that they take. And again, my comments aren't to abuse these officials. They're doing a good job. It is to say, hey, this is something USA Hockey can do to help these guys. And maybe you get more officials if you're going to get less arguments, less complaints, less issues on the ice if you have a higher supervision level. Because in general, 99.9% of the time they do a great job. We're going to see Ferris there on the face-off as the Rebellion's still on the PK here. Rebellion able to keep it out at center here, halfway through. The penalty on Heinen. And I think there they got him for coming in late. The initial issue was between Harmon and another player.
I think they got the second man in call.
And so if that's the case, I like it. That's the stuff you got to keep out of the game. The hit on Ike is something you got to keep out of the game. A dangerous play. Ochap pressuring the point, chopped off the wall. Bouncing stick will avoid his twig. A bouncing puck this time avoids Ferret. It's like a rubber bouncy ball out.
Yeah, just a little bit of bad puck luck there.
As they come in short side, Squish Tender kicks that one away. Lofted up to the blue line, not out. Penalty has expired. We are at full strength. Heinen lofting it in, a bouncing puck. Those can be tricky for goaltenders. We're here on the near side. There we are. One-timer, and it's just wide.
Nice little play set up by the Rebellion there.
Harmon down low.
Got the slot again.
And on come the Capitals breaking out. Dumped in behind the Squish Tender.
The shots last period looked like they were 10 shots for them, 9 for us. Closer than I thought.
Yeah, I think the difference in that period were the odd man rushes. We saw a couple of breakaways, a 2-on-1 that basically turned into a breakaway. It was the shot quality difference. As they're pinned down low, Heinen out of the corner. Fired out and through center ice. It'll be Coyle retreating to get it. Puck forced out to center. Diamond with it for the Caps. Wearing the A. What are your thoughts on that? The captain, assistant captain at this age?
I don't think it's a good idea at this age. I think it creates a lot of locker room tension. But you see more and more teams doing it.
Yeah.
Move
I
it
would
over.
agree with you. I'm not a fan of it. As the Rebellion turn it, Rublicki doing the splits to stay on
makes
side.
the pass to nobody.
As the Rebellion look to regroup. Off the stick of Best, lofted out the center. It's off the shoulder of Hibben.
I think he's showing off some of those baseball skills there using the glove hand.
And charging. Here's Nelson with a tricky wrister. Nelson gets it deep again. Hibben will track it to the opposite corner. He's sandwiched over there.
A little
It
bit
was
of
a
a line
Hibben
change.
sandwich.
New forwards coming out.
Big hit along the boards here as a door pops open. That's not good. Five-two Capitals here.
They've had some door issues at this rink. I'm not sure if you've had to work the penalty box before, but they've struggled to get that open and closed over the last several months.
I'm sure there'll be a nice infusion of cash for infrastructure improvements by the owners of the rink at some point in time here.
Would that be the Black Bear Sports Group?
Yo, my big concern, that glass down there that's broken is actually sharp. It's very sharp.
Is it really?
And it sticks out into the playing surface right in front of the penalty box. It's like you get rubbed along there, you can slice something pretty nastily.
Yeah, it's a dangerous enough game. The facilities don't need to add to that.
Dumped in by the Caps. Looks like we might see a little bit of this here. Capitals gaining center red, getting it deep, making the Rebellion go 200 feet. With the third period lead. It's Shanafelt looking to go off the boards. Diaz will pick it up. For the Caps with a backhander. Stick the side and clear to the outside. That's that rebound control we talked about. Good job there by Squish to not leave that rebound sit in front. We saw that rebound play earlier where it came off. Squish with a stop and it's underneath it. I mean,
they waited a while on that whistle.
Oof. That's where goalies start to panic. When they know they have it underneath them, but the ref doesn't blow it dead, then they start to freak out and they move, and then they uncover it.
Yeah.
It's like, if you don't see the puck, blow the whistle.
Oh, and there's no way that ref saw the puck.
No. Not when he got up and it was under the pad. like a drive from the point skips wide. Caps will keep it in. Putting it down deep, Snyder rims it off the boards. Can Ochep tap it by? He just couldn't quite get to it. And the Caps will dump it deep into the corner again. Coming off the wall, out in front.
Shanafelt just got hit into the goal there.
Shanafelt will whack it down the ice and get it out to center.
I think we're going to start seeing some hooks being called. We're behind the play a little bit.
Shot.
Kids are starting to reach out with their sticks. Some developing here.
Bounces off the twig of Heinen. Shoved by Ochap. Heinen will follow on. Knocked away at the last moment. It'll be Coyle with it. He'll loft one in just behind. A good job to place that behind the net and make him regroup the whole way. Nelson, fresh legs on the ice. Harmon will play it back to the D. Cleared up off the glass. It'll be Wigan. One touch for Nelson and they're offsides.
I thought maybe we got back on sides there, but
then we went off again.
Then we
got
off again.
on, and then we, off, on, off, on, off, off.
Well, we had half of it right.
picked off by Hibben. Hibben, indirect off the boards. Rublicki will chop it in behind. He's run into behind the net, not once but twice. He's able to free it up for Nelson. Nelson has it knocked away along the half wall and back charge the Caps. Good back pressure from Hibben. Cross ice feed. The Capitals try to put one in front and it's redirected by Weigand.
Nothing the squish tender could do on that one. Just a nice redirect.
I think I went off our defender there.
Well, even more difficult for the squish tender. Let's look at the replay. Oh, I think it went off theirs.
It went off them?
I think so. I think that left wing came right across, had a stick on the ice, and was rewarded for his efforts.
That's a good hockey player right there.
Yeah. Put the puck low towards the net.
Wrist shot just misses the near side. Kicked by Snyder. Back in front. As a stretch pass, this one picked off. We've saw that one once before. Good read by Snyder that time to break it up. Dumped in by the Caps. Want to see us snag one or two here late. Close this gap. This was not a 4-goal game.
No, it definitely
I know
felt
that
closer.
it is a 4-goal game, but I feel like it should have been. Driving in are the Caps, knocked away by Snyder. He's able to get control and lead the rush. A 2-on-2 develops. Here comes Nelson. Nelson in. Wrister to the glove side, and it's off the glove and controlled by the Caps.
Would like to have seen that be a far side shot, Jeremy. Maybe get a rebound opportunity.
An offside play there. Banked in behind, gathered by Coyle. Coyle will turn away from pressure. Using the boards behind the net to find Shanafelt up for Nelson. Nelson's pass picked off. Here we are along the board. Shanafelt battles. All the way to the corner. Swatted at and gathered in by the Rebellion. Jumping around one is Harmon.
Oh.
Picks it up.
Athletic play to stay up on that.
Drives the outside. Here's Heinen with a centering pass. Just goes off Harmon's stick. Doesn't have enough juice to get through to Nelson. Back come the Caps. A wrist shot.
Nice save by Squish.
Battled for down low. Shanafelt. Puck is tied up in the corner before it comes to the point here to be dumped back to the corner. Coyle reversing Shanafelt. Shanafelt, Harmon. A little one-touch looking for Nelson, I believe, there. He's able to advance it to Heinen. Heinen over the line. Run into. I think the defender got the worst of that. Harmon bumped along the boards. And now we're going to have the arm raised. Yep. An interference call here.
Uh-oh, that's 3 for Harmon, I think.
Oh, it shouldn't have been Harmon. No, it's Heinen.
Okay, well that might be, is that 2 or 3 for Heinen?
I don't know.
Scott, is that 2 or 3? We just confirmed for the booth that's only 2 for Heinen, so no risk yet.
And the best source possible.
Yeah, we have very good sources here in general, but we went to the very best source on that one.
A power play here for the Capitals. Wells is stuck in the box. I don't know why. They have extra. We don't know what's going on. We had music. The play is going on. The referee is one of the referees is at the penalty box talking to the scorers. Now he's talking to the bench. Wells for the Caps went to the box on his own, I think.
It had the feel of I can't even speak. An unorganized rave is what it felt like for a few seconds. We're missing the disco ball and some black lights.
And the problem we're going to have here is the scorer's box had no idea the game had started. I started the clock. This will be an extra 20 seconds on the power play here. So you're seeing 45 seconds left. The clock here says over a minute of power play time because the clock had not started. While the referee, and I don't blame him, the referee's there talking to the scorer's box. He has to blow that play dead if he's not paying attention. Like, he can't be engaged while the play is going on.
Unfortunate by the referee not getting out of the way right there.
Puck up and cleared out the center. I saw him look back a few times and see that the play was ongoing. That's offside. And they'll make that call. That penalty there should be 1 second left. There's 17 seconds left.
Did you actually see him look back and he just didn't blow it dead?
He looked back and watched the play going on, turned and kept talking to the people in the scorer's box. Hey, that's not on the scorers. That's on the official there. A rolling puck gathered by the Caps. They'll drive in. That's a good pass. And a nice behind the back to free up some space. Shot comes in. It's off the squish tender and cleared. Good defensive stick there. To the point. Diamond. Shot. Blocked. As Heinen was released, the power play is over now. And a puck just avoids Ochap's skate.
That puck been another 2 inches to the left, Ochap was on a breakaway.
Here, Hibbett has it bounce up. He's got control in the corner now. Looking in front. Good defensive play there to block the centering feed. Ochap on the back pressure. Weaving through and a header.
Fought off by the squish
tender.
tender.
We're going to have the arm raised. We're headed off.
They take an Ochap on that?
Yeah. You got to make that call. And a misconduct. So he's got a 1.5, and is that 4?
Ooh, I don't think so.
I hope not. That would be a tough one to lose.
We're sending 2 into the box, though. Is that a 2 and 10?
It was a 2 and 10. That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah, that may be 4.
We'll have to see. A 2 and 10 here. The 2-minute slash and a 10-minute misconduct. And again, we didn't start the clock as we were trying to sort things out in the box. Guys, we got to start the clock. There we go.
Yeah, they've picked up an extra 35 seconds on penalties so far.
Yeah.
Comes Harmon charging up the boards.
Looking for a shorty maybe. Get some life back in him.
Now, how is that not interference or a hold over there?
I don't get it. Yeah. Shot from the half wall there. Kept out.
Nice play by Harmon. Nice finish by Heinen. Give us something to work for here as we approach game 2. Not that I'm suggesting we can't score 3 goals in the last minute 40, but it's definitely a tough road to hoe.
You know what? That was just a heavy, manly. That's like, he just got to that high slide. He's like, do you mind if we dance with Joe Dates and just blasted one by?
Yeah, nothing you can do there. They're dancing with your dates when that happens.
Woo. Like, rip the table out of there. He's just like, I'm going to fire this right through here.
Yeah, that's, he said one of us works out.
Otis, my man. As the Rebellion shorthanded here, looking for more action. Puck knocked away from Harmon. They'll set it up behind the net. I love the play to the end here. Oh, heavens, there's another
got through.
Stretch pass, breakaway, blocker side save,
nice
rebound.
Play by that squish tender.
Battled for and swatted deep by Nelson. The penalty has expired. Nelson up on the forecheck, followed on by Weiss. Weiss able to disrupt along the near wall here. Grinding, firing, rebound, sitting there. Cleared by the Caps. Round to the near side. Turning with it, Nelson. He'll take a bump. Weiss follows on. He dumps it deep. The waning seconds of the third frame here. We'll see this team again here shortly in the 11:30 hour. No icing. Apparently, we are just going to let this one go. That'll end it. A 6-3 victory for the Caps in this one, but we will be back again 11:30 here on City TV. That was not as fun as yesterday's just because of the score.
Well, they started off well. Just kind of went south on us quick, but that's okay. Another game here to make up for it, and the weekend on a winning note.
Yep.
And perhaps we'll be broadcasting from Bubba's next game, which...
There's a possibility. A real possibility. So thanks, everybody, for joining us on City TV. Make sure you click that subscribe button below, and we'll see you later on today.